What's happening there, everybody? What's going on this fine Thursday afternoon? Anyway, welcome to a second episode of Inside the Chalkboard with Coach. Today, it's like a little audible today. It's going to be about a little bit about football. It's called this article that I put up there was called "Football is Changing for Safety. The players are getting softer." Also, I'm gonna go a little. I feel like I need to go a little bit more into the details about the softer part. But some of it's gonna be based on football, but a lot of it's gonna be just based on society in general. So thanks for joining me, whoever's in there, and let's get this baby started. All right. But like always, man, whoever's in the chat, make sure that subscribe button, like this video, share this video out, and we're gonna we're gonna roll. All right. Safety or soft? Are the kids or society? Like I said, I'm gonna go into detail. Is it based on safety, or they just have that softness? Not saying they're weak, but soft, which means more like they don't care. What's up, Miss Sonia How you doing? Sherman Wood, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys in the chat today. Bray Murphy, what's going on? He said, "What's up, everybody?" Yeah, man, appreciate you here, bro. Like I said, this conversation here is about people in general, um, kids mostly, how they've been brought up, or how they're how do we look at some kids today? And like I said, we're not gonna get no answer today. Today we're just gonna talk about it. So because I don't know, I don't have an answer for all this right here, but because I drive a bus, I just see kids today, man. They're like, oh, if you was around when I was growing up, you wouldn't survive. But then again, that's just society right now. So like I say, safety or softness. Let's talk about it in the football perspective. With all the new rules that the NFL, football in general, has implemented, tackling is different. The way you can tackle is different. The equipment you have on is different, much lighter. What's up, Dale Dirty? What's going on? Like I said, the equipment is lighter than I can remember when I was playing, man. The helmet was heavy, shoulder pads were thick and heavy. Then these guys got on this thin stuff, but it's supposed to be safer for you. So I don't know. So what you guys? I mean, like I said, who's in the chat right now? Safe? Is it safe? Are they safe or are they just softer? What you guys think on that? Because I see it from both sides, especially when it comes down to playing the game of football. Safety, because I still squirm when I see kids bend their bodies all over. But the kids that are playing, that are coming up today, a lot of these kids don't want to play football. Although they're making it safer, but these kids, because today's kids don't play outside anymore. They have the strongest hands on earth because they playing on video games or they on their phone typing or what they call texting or whatever they call it. They have very strong hands. What's up, JDS? So, but yeah, man, it's just a question I want to bring to the table about these kids, man. So, hey, Miss Chrissy Lewis, how you doing? So, you guys, do y'all feel the kids are soft, or do you feel that they're just more protected? You know, they're protected by their upbringing, which is I consider sheltered. So, all right. But anyway, let's get into some of these questions I got in here, man. I got some some questions I want to ask about this whole thing. Okay. So I want you guys to help me out with these questions, man. Y'all put some in the chat about some of these questions I'm talking about here. What make a kid soft? These kids are marksmen. So, Miss Chrissy, you saying that what makes the kids soft in you guys' eyes? I say because they don't want what this is football in general, but then again in general they don't do anything. Most of them are so sheltered that they Trey said, this is what Trey said. He said, that's why I didn't play football in high school because I was afraid of getting hurt and wouldn't be able to play my number one sport that I love, which was basketball. See, that doesn't make you soft though, because you're still playing, you're doing something. I'm talking about these kids. I see kids today, man. They are humongous kids, big old kids. If the kid hits you, he's gonna hurt you. But it ain't the point that they just don't want to. How do you put it? Getting hurt. See, that's a I ain't gonna say that's not considered soft though. Because you play basketball, you get hurt worse in basketball you can in football to a degree. Your knees can go quicker, your ankles go faster. So Dale Durr said, he said when losing teams get a trophy just like the winning team, kids don't understand the game. What's losing that makes them better to come back. Yeah, yeah, to a degree, yeah. So what you're saying is because they are okay, so because they're given so much, they don't have to work for it. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because a lot of kids are given so much and haven't earned it. So if you're given something you haven't earned, yeah. So, but does that really make you soft? You know, because this is a very hard thing to call somebody soft. Like I said, there's a lot of kids that are soft. I see big old kids like no that are afraid, but you can't call a soft kid weak because those are the crazy ones. I ain't gonna call them crazy. Well, they are crazy. A lot of those kids we call soft who don't do anything are the ones that go out and killing these people, doing stupid stuff out there. So soft and weakness are two different things. But yeah, soft man, they just I don't know. So, but yeah, Miss Chris says soft parenting, they're able to make decisions early with little guidance, deserve a demand preferential treatment. So critical thinking. Yeah, yes, exactly. That's a perfect definition right there. So feel like they're entitled to everything, and you see a lot of that. But some of these kids are entitled, and when it come down to being criticized, they can't handle it. So that's another reason for softer too. Being criticized, can't take criticism. I consider those kids soft because a lot of these kids today are special in the game of football. They've been told that, especially when they're younger, they've been told they're the best thing going until they have better competition against them. But you could have been the best from youth football to junior high school football to high school. You could have been the best thing, but when they get to college or somewhere or even high school, they're not the best player on the team. So they shy away and always have this attitude. So so Southside Closer, it's too hard to say soft. Of course, it's a way less violent than it used to be, but this is a sport where the toughest and fearless men play professional. Yeah, yeah. Football is a very barbaric sport. At least back in the old days, it was very barbaric. But now you can barely touch people. You can barely touch a player. At least the offensive players. So, but yeah, it's changed, man. And the kids have changed with this game. That's true too, Dale Dirty. He said you got to bite your tongue when you talk to these kids. That's that criticism. Yeah, that's true too. I've done it for a lot of years and had to deal with the parents, man. So that's the thing. But sometimes you got to think about these kids also. Some of these kids don't want to play these sports, and these parents are pushing these kids into these sports, and they know they are not ready for it. That's something that I never done with my kids. I never forced my kids to play any sports. I let my kids come to me and say they want to do it. That's something I never done. Force them to play sport. You want to do it? You come ask me. I'm gonna tell you to do anything. But all my kids, they, I want to play football. I want to play baseball. I want to do this. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm gonna tell you, you ain't no good. That's something I never not told a kid. You're not gonna make it to the next level, but you got to work hard for it. So, but yeah, what else we got here? All right, but yeah, I would ask what makes kids soft. But I got some definition of the word soft. I want you guys to listen to something. What's the definition of soft? There's a lot of different definitions. Which one fits kids? So I want you guys to look at this one here. All right, one definition. It's a easy to bend or to shape, not firm or hard. Could you say a kid is that? You know, tender. Is a soft kid tender? Another definition. Smooth or not rough. So like I said, I got another one. Not strong or bright. I'm not gonna say it's not bright if you're not just soft. So quiet or low in tone. Some soft kids talk too much. So I can't say that's the definition for it. Not demanding or easy. So so lenient. No, that's not a soft kid. What else we got here? Not difficult. That's not one. In poor shape or physical for physical activity. Is that considered soft? Because you're in poor shape. What do you guys think about that one? But being tough is not being tough means you're soft. Could be, but everybody have their own definition, man. So all right, who we got here? All right, now this is very important. I want a yes or no from you guys right here, though. Can being sheltered be the same as being soft? What do you guys feel on that? Can being sheltered be the same as being soft? Because a lot of parents shelter their kids and they come out a little lost. But I noticed more kids that are sheltered, the more the ones that act out. So I don't think they're in that soft category. But okay, well, yeah. You guys are in the quiet tone today. I ain't talking about sports. I told you this show here ain't about sports really. This is about just these kids, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about kids. So all right, what else we got here? All right. Well, being soft and shelter to me is something different because shelter means protected. If a parent is protecting their kids, yeah. Southside said, to me, growing up, being baby or spoiled is my definition of soft. But can you grow up and being baby and spoiled and be? I know a lot of kids that are tough that's been spoiled. I think a lot of these spoiled kids are actually some of your bad kids. A lot of the spoiled kids are the ones that you see having a lot of problems. Just okay. Just for instance, look at a preacher's kid. I think there's more preacher kids that are that have more problems than regular kids. I know a lot of bad preacher kids. So being spoiled, I don't think it's the same as being soft. Soft means you're afraid of everything. You know, you be on the football field and you try to avoid everything. You don't want to interact, or you rather hey man, can you go outside? Come outside and play some football. No man, I'd rather be playing on my computer, playing a video game, and talking about it. So, but yeah, man, soft is it's a hard subject to talk about because everybody have their own opinion about that word. You know, what about a kid that, for instance, go home from school, have a snack, go sit on the couch and watch TV instead of doing something constructive? That's a good answer right there. Soft has been a lack of discipline and motivation. Yes, I agree with that for sure. That's actually a great definition of it. Because if you're not motivated and you're not disciplined, but that's in the sports world. But just in general, like I said, we see kids. Cause you drive with me. We see kids every day that are like, "What are you doing?" Low self esteem. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of those guys. But then again, where did this softness come from? Do we blame the parents? Do we blame society? Who we blame for these kids being soft? Because I wasn't raised soft. I was told to get out the house. You ain't got no business in the house when the sun is out. No matter how cold it was. The sun's out, it ain't raining, you going outside, you gonna run that time off. That can be a problem. Yes, that can be an issue there. There's nobody to but there's some good parents that raise some good kids now. So yeah, growing up without a father can be a burden on kids. That could be a big burden on kids. But I can't make that an excuse though. Southside 12 said, to me, it could be 50-50 on the child and their parents for being soft. Yeah, yeah. But do all soft parents raise soft kids? And that's what comes from that protection. Because a lot of it could be trauma, could be something that's happened in that life. What's going on, Georgia Texas boy? What's going on, Corey Gear 5? What's going on? Welcome in, man. So, trying to, we're talking about soft, soft, soft kids, soft people in general. What makes a person soft? Why are they soft? Where did it come from? Is it upbringing? Can you be like a top dog and become soft all of a sudden? So yeah. Or is it always one soft? You always been soft? What's going on, Will? So,
Coach, what's happening?
what's going on, man?
All right. You want to let me in here for a minute. I don't know what's going on, man.
It won't let you in.
No.
But yeah, man. This soft thing, it's a hard topic. I know you got something to say about being people being soft. So when you get yourself straight, man, what's your definition of somebody being soft?
Definition of somebody being soft.
Yeah, I know you got to take.
Hey, well, there's plenty of different definition, Coach.
Say it again.
I say it's plenty of different definition now.
Okay.
Um,
Give me one. Just give me one.
one, one is something like, say for instance, we're gonna use Georgia, like some of these Georgia players when they can't take the coaching that's going on, they hit their transport for them.
Okay.
That's soft right there, man. You can't stick through that training, man. Like you easily give up on something, or you easily say you can't do it before even trying it. That's that soft mentality, coach.
Okay. I agree with that. But where if they're soft, so where did they get that from? Was that inherent or is just something that
It's 9 times out of 10, most of it be upbringing. Uh, parents not paying attention to them. They crying all the time. Then the parents, sucking up to them and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, coach. The
right?
spoiled little motherfucker. Or then they might come from a program where they used to having it their way all the time. You know what I mean? So when they come to a program with structure, then it's like, what the hell going on? You know what I mean? I'm used to having my way. They telling me no up here.
Right.
Something ain't right. I got to get. I got to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's a good answer. Like I said, I knew you would have a good answer for that one there. Because my perspective is so different. I got so many different perspectives about softness. I've seen it from all kinds of. I've seen grown men playing semi-pro that are soft because they think they know everything. They don't want to listen. So, but yeah, like I said,
hey
soft.
man, Dre Murphy, you finna get off. You finna get off me with them blinkers, man. I'm off today. I'm off.
He in the house today. He tell you in the house today.
I'm actually in the mall right now. That's why you hear all these different voices, man.
That means you spending money. I
Money I ain't trying to spend. Got my
got
daughter here get a new tablet and everything.
see that big money wheel right there, y'all.
Nah, man, I'm trying to get like you, coach.
Well, mm-mm. I spend too much. I be trying to hide. Oh man, 3:30. What's going on? He said, "Playing soft is the same as playing slow." Coach, you know that toughness is what separates good from great, great from good. Yeah, I can say that too. But like I said, so many different terms that you use for soft, and there's so many different ways you can define soft.
Right. There's a whole lot of them, man.
So many,
Somebody who always got excuses.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many different ways you can define soft.
But yeah, man. So I just, like I said, I coached this game for a long time. I've seen kids that are soft. What's funny about the whole thing? I've seen kids that were soft when they was younger, and they were had guidance and support. Then they develop into that resilience to overcome that softness. So I think sometimes they need guidance and support too. And if you're willing to accept that guidance, I think they can overcome that softness, I guess. But then again, if you got that home life and they telling you you ain't got to do and you ain't got to do, and you just do what you want to do, they're gonna always be soft. So that's on that right there, man. Like I said, this we're gonna talk about something else later on, but right now we're gonna talk about softness, man. I got one question. This is a good question here. I want everybody. Which generation is softer, the new millenniums or the Generation Z kid? What do y'all think?
From both on soft. But the Generation Z is definitely soft, bro. This this generation here is fuck.
But is that because of
I'm talking about so you got them,
Come on,
you
come
got
on.
them, you got them, cussing out teachers, swinging on teachers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
man? Yeah,
none of us would have thought about raising our hand to a teacher or something.
But is that being soft or they just being undisciplined?
They all fall in the same category because they hitting on women.
Yeah, women. Yeah, you soft. Now that's soft to me. Hitting on the women. That to me, that's soft. That's the lowest.
And like, coach, they can't do that in front of me, coach. I mean, I
No,
don't care what y'all got going on in y'all household, but the man in me ain't finna let you hit in front of me. I don't care.
yeah, I got in a scuffle a couple of times riding down the street, seeing something like that, and my instincts like you even hit this woman.
I mean, no, that's just the way I was brought up, coach. That's the way I was brought up. I'm like, I can't just sit there and watch you just
Yeah,
smack her up and I just stand there and watch. No, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to de-escalate it, but just don't swing on me. He swung and I had to pull because I don't know where I don't go nowhere without the napping mine. My little napping nine. I don't never go nowhere without that baby. So he almost had a hole in his heart, but I refrained. But yeah, man. So Generation Z ain't no damn soft. Southside said they ain't soft though. Why you say they ain't soft there?
Hey, I ain't say all y'all soft now, but majority, I'm about 80% of y'all soft in that generation, man.
Oh my goodness. But they are soft, bro. But it ain't just soft. I just think they don't have.
Southside know too. He be feeling ashamed looking at these YouTube clips and everything of his generation.
I had a situation today. This is something I just a little Gen Z person walking on the bus, right? Head down. Old lady coming like a West Coast with a walker, right? So I'm lowering my little lip on the bus. Her head is down on the phone. I was like, look up. Had headphones in the ear. Couldn't see nothing. Eyes down, headphones in the ear. That old lady ran her ass over. Bam, bam. I was like, see, you got to have your head up. You can't keep your head down on the ground. He's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, you got to keep your head up. Get off that phone. That phone gonna be the death of you. You guys are not paying attention to what's in front of you, man. They be just walking. That cell phone is a dangerous thing. People getting killed over cell phones in cars and walking across streets.
Yeah,
So
they definitely do that. Cause then they got these little thing they put on their face now, little virtual glass that they can walk around with. Man,
go ahead and walk in front of my
they be
bus.
out there just walking. They paying no attention. Got little virtual glasses on.
Can't see nothing but what's in front of them. Nothing in front of them, actually.
That's it.
But yeah, no, look at Noah say, I'm a Gen Z. I'm probably a Zenillian or whatever they call it. Hey, man. Y'all young people, man. Like I said, we're not saying all of you guys. Some of you guys got your head on right, but some, oh my Lord. Some of y'all need some ass whoopings. So, you know what, though? I talking about the cell phone, I cannot go nowhere without my cell phone. I cannot. I ain't gonna lie to you. However,
It's a different coat than going
I ain't gonna
somewhere.
I ain't
Than
gonna be
the,
I ain't gonna be looking at walking there. What's called? If I'm driving, I ain't touching it. That phone is nowhere. My phone don't even work in my car, so I got it sat so it don't work when I'm driving. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy, boy. What Noah said, and the way he said, Noah said, "How old are you?" Noah is younger than me, a lot younger than me. I don't know how old he is. Southside, how old are you then? Southside probably in his 20s. Yeah, that's on, yeah, 24. Oh my Lord. Y'all younger than my baby. Good, just in case the emergency of bad people texting while driving. Yeah, they driving and man, I seen the lady almost got ran over today because the lady in the car was on her phone texting and driving. Stop at the last minute. Oh my Lord. Y'all some, y'all some babies. I can call y'all babies because my youngest is 25. Oh my God.
yeah, a lady like to almost hit me in the back of my car. Being on the phone, I had to get in the other lane so she wouldn't hit me.
Yeah, man. So,
Man, I was cussing that lady out so bad in front of me.
but yeah, man, these kids today. But then again, a lot of them, you know what's funny about the whole thing? A lot of these kids don't want to play no sports. A lot of them don't play sports. A lot of them don't do anything but barely go to school because now you can do all your schoolwork on computers. State of Washington has this program here that they call, well, I'm sure a lot of states got it, they call it Run and Start. But we got all these school of art, school of science, school of everything around here. So you got all these kids that go to these different alternative type schools and barely go to school. I had a kid today get on the bus every day, every day. I, so today I decided, because like I said, I'm just starting this new route here, but this is my third week in this route. I said, man, where are you going? He said, I'm skipping first period. I said, you do it every day? He said, yep. I said, what your parents say? He said, I don't care. I said, boy, with my kid, I would have whooped you. I didn't say it like that, but I would have whooped it. Tell me he don't care. Man, these kids today, they don't care. That's a problem. And the parents ain't going to do anything to them. Your son got football practice now. Hey, man, they can go ahead and do some work, bro. Get that work in, man. Yeah, these video games, Grand Theft Auto got kids learning how to steal cars and think it's going to be safe. Hmm. I'm just curious. Are y'all Gen Z kids or people? I ain't gonna call you kids because most of you guys you're 18. You mean you're grown. How many of you guys was ever disciplined for something y'all did when y'all was a kid? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. How many of you guys was disciplined? Dre Murphy said, "Want to be in a gang smoking and drinking." So want to be called a thug. See, like I said, Nora, you wanted the exception. You had good parents. How many? Now I'm not trying to get anybody business. How many guys? How many people in this who was raised by one parent or a two-parent household? And that's a big part too. I know I was this one. I was mm, whooped. But parents are afraid to discipline their kids these days. Yeah, exactly. You had good parents that knew the limits, knew, but you learn from those mistakes though, right? That's the thing. A lot of these kids ain't learning from the mistakes. See, two-parent household. I'm not knocking single parent household, but two-parent household, man, it's totally different. And you have a different upbringing. You have yes both. Yeah, exactly. Ex- that right there. That's the way I was brought up. So what's that stink of what the? I gotta see what the hell the name was. It's skinback.com. He said ass whooping were a regular occurrence when I was growing up. Single mama, five uncles, two grandpas. Hey, but you learned though. See, that's the thing. Everybody had different upbringing. Like I said, all single parents wasn't don't didn't raise bad kids or undisciplined kids or so on. So what do you say? My mom and dad didn't let me get my first phone until my eighth grade year. And sometimes you say you're 22. So yeah, it's kind of funny about cell phone. I allowed my kids, but I take all my kids. My oldest son is 30, so I think they all got their first cell phone when they turned 10. Because my kids walked to school, which was only probably 6, 7 blocks, but it was down the street, up the hill, around the corner. But my kids also, after school, went to the Boys and Girls Club, which was next door to the school. So if anything popping off, they need to come home early. Okay, call me. I'll make sure I'm looking out for you. The reason I got my older son his first cell phone because that's when I knew my son wanted to play football. So one day my son didn't come home from school. I was at work at White Coat. He didn't come home from school. We can't find him. So I said, call the police. So you think the worst of your kid. And it's like, I don't know where he'd be at. He used to be home at this time. And like I said, this is the beginning of football season. This is the beginning of the school year. So this cat decided to go to football practice with his friends from school. Like I said, I didn't know my son would play football. He knew I watched, I was coaching and everything, but he didn't know, I wasn't coaching where he wanted to play at. So he's like, police gun. He's like, what do you look? I said, we didn't look nowhere. He didn't come home. The wife, then the police said, "Did you check the Boys and Girls Club?" I said, "He's not a member." He was at the Boys and Girls Club with his friends, and the Boys and Girls Club got in trouble because they didn't check no ID for this kid. So my son was able to go to this Boys and Girls Club from his time when he started from fourth grade until he was out of the Boys and Girls Club system. I think eighth grade, whatever it was, because they didn't check his kid. So, but yeah, man, I said, no, you gonna get a cell phone so I can keep tab on, so I can monitor where you at, and that's why I got the cell phone to know where dad at all the time because it had that little alert, that family locator on it. Oh, you ain't where you supposed to be at. So that's the only reason he got a cell phone. They all got one that they started. They turned 10 years old. Trey Murphy said he got what he said. He got 3 licks at school for getting into a fight, and then got my back ass whooped again whenever I got home, and you didn't have to worry about me fighting again at school. Yeah, but that's shit. Whoopings. Man, I'm gonna talk about it. I got a lot of them. I can remember I used to back in the 70s. People had afros, right? Everybody can't go on that afro and keep it up there. You want to comb it all the time. So my mom said, you don't comb that fro out, I'm gonna cut it. So I'm looking like the kids today who don't want to comb their hair. That's how I was looking back in the 70s. That wasn't cool back then. So I'm in the 5th grade, I think. So my mom cut it all off. I was bald headed. Back in the 70s, you didn't have no bald head unless you was part of the Nation of Islam or something like that. So, but that next day, I didn't go to school. I skipped school. I did not go to school with no bald head. I refused to go to school with a bald head. What's up, man, Mike?
What's happening, fellas?
Nothing much. But yeah, like I said, I didn't go to school with that bald head, so I skipped. Like I said, I'm in the 5th grade. So my neighbors, like I said, this is when we had communities back in the day. My neighbor seen me. She said, "Come here." I'm trying to run, so I go hide in like little what they call them, utility box things in the back of our apartments. She came and got me, told me what's going. She beat my butt. Called my mom, got home. She beat my ass. Dad came home. I got like 4 whippings. I went to my grandma's house that next day, which was that Saturday, got a whooping again. Like I say, it's all about that community bond too, man. We don't have that no more. That's why these kids have that problem too. So,
Oh boy.
what's up, Mike?
Well, I don't have that problem. They know if they kids gonna be around me, they're gonna get a left hook. So if you don't want your kids, if you don't want your kids hit and curse out, don't have them around me. They're gonna get discipline around me. That's one thing I never do.
But that's the problem. Kids ain't disciplined these days.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody look out for kids. Nobody. Okay, the communities don't look out for kids anymore.
They too busy worried about how they look and they're perceived.
Right. So it's all crazy, man. So, but yeah, who's Mike? I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked the chat earlier. Which generation is soft? The new millennium or Generation Z?
That's tough. I think they're both soft. Oh man,
You got boss man in the building.
what's going on, Will?
Amen.
Yeah, man. That's tough. I want to say Gen Z to be honest. I really want to say it, but like I guess it depends on what exactly.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Like I said, soft. Like I said, but the kids they don't do it. It ain't just soft. They out of
They
tune.
have they don't have any motivation. It's just
Discipline.
like they just go with whatever the trend is, wherever Yeah, whatever the trend is, that's what their mind is set up.
That's true. They don't what the word, they don't think for themselves.
They don't think for themselves.
That's exactly
Whatever is popular. Oh, it's popular to say
yeah.
this is not okay. That's how they think. They don't think outside the box.
They do not. and what's funny about it, because you just said that, just talk about something. They don't have no idea what they want to do. They have
No,
no.
absolutely
There's
not.
there's nothing they're looking forward to. That's like, man.
I mean, for me, man, my dad taught me to have my own. Like I had my own business. I was painting. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 12, so like he was already preparing me to have a trade before I even graduated. You know what I'm saying? Like you in school, you gonna have a trade anyway, regardless of whether you have an education or not. You going to do something. You gonna have something to back it up.
But what's funny about this, what you just said, that most what they're teaching these kids today is everything's online.
hmm Everything is online. I mean, there's a fine line, and this is where I think all generations, um, they kind of because you have our generation, you have generations before us, and you know, and those to come. I think the thing is the biggest for me personally is I think the idea of you have to work a 9 to 5. That no longer applies. I don't think you have to have and just solely rely on a regular 9 to 5. There are multiple ways to earn a living, and I think that's where the divide is. Because the older generation, they see that these things are, everything is wide open, but the younger generation, it's like, yeah, okay. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to work at McDonald's. I was like, bro, you can make X amount of dollars. You can do this and work at
Exactly.
McDonald's. Like you can do a lot of things now that you could not do when we were in school. And I can't believe I just said that because I'm hearing what I'm saying and it's like I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
It
it's
yeah,
visual now. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You know what I said? By the time I became an adult, I didn't know what I could do. Not that I didn't want to do it. By the time I knew, responsibility was already running up. Yeah. See, that's the thing. A lot of
That
these
right
kids,
there. Yep.
you know, a lot of these kids don't plan on going nowhere.
Yeah. No motivation for anything.
Yeah, don't.
Nothing.
And, that's like my kids. I told them once they if like I had a kid, like I said, my son just moved out, right? He can't come back to the house. He's 26. He can't come back. I gave my kid a 26-year-old what's If you leave my house
Yeah.
at when you turn 26, you can't come back. Like I still got my kids here. They all got their own areas in the house, so on and so on. So they pay rent. They ain't living for free. They all got
That
a
right
job.
there, coach. That right there. They
See,
pay rent. You gonna pay
they
something.
gonna pay some. And they know. I know they pay. They know they pay. Hey, I don't see it yet. I'm gonna give it. So but hey, if you teach them how to, plus they put money away. So my kids, I teach them how to save, man. So I'm teaching them save your money.
Absolutely.
Don't spend it all because you never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You never
That's
know.
why I say there's a divide, and all all generations have to understand that the world has changed for the better. I don't believe that it's changed for the worse. It's just me personally. I think the lack of adapting is what makes things bad. But
That's true.
technology, there's nothing wrong with technology. I think technology is a great thing, but when you have that divide with these generations where the older generations like all y'all do is sit on the computer all day. It's like that's the jobs. These are the jobs that are available. Things have changed.
That's
So
true.
you can't say, all right, all you do is sit. You can make thousands of dollars just by being a YouTuber. You can make thousands of dollars, millions of dollars of just being an influencer, reporting the news without education. Like you can literally make that much money now. So I think when we all just come together and understand that these are new times, these are different times, will be much better.
Yeah, because you got kids out there. I think I read what's called a 14-year-old kid out there making millions of dollars on YouTube. Yeah.
Right, man. Look, if that don't excite you, I don't know what else. Like, look, a 14-year-old kid is all he doing is playing with toys on social media, and you trying to tell me that you don't want to be a part of that? You are a fool.
I tell you, man.
You better get on this internet and do what you got to do, man. Look, if you got to talk about duct tape all damn day, you better talk about duct tape. 5 ways you can use duct tape.
Like, different color. You can write on it. You can
right. Coach, man, you better get with it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fortunate. I'm happy that I've done what I've done in my lifetime. But this what I do here. This is fun.
It's fun, man. It's fun, Coach.
If I could have done this years ago when I had this idea, because I didn't get this idea until I seen Mike come in the first time. I didn't know you could do this. I mean,
we kind of pushed because Coach applied. Coach actually came to us to write. He wanted to write it next year. It was like, because we had at the time we had an opening and Coach reached out to us. He had no plans on being a content creator until, like you said, until you really saw what we were doing.
So that looked kind of fun. Plus, I stopped coaching. Also, I was coaching. So
yeah.
I can't just write because writing is hard. This is easy, but it's fun. But you got to do a lot of. But it got to do a lot of work for it. This is a lot of work. I hate to tell you.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, Coach. A lot of work.
I drive a bus from early in the morning to when I get off. So, but I'm at work. I'm like, okay, what can I worry about? I be writing stuff down. I just start driving. I start writing stuff down. Never I stop.
Yeah, so, I do it. We do it all the time.
But yeah,
it's a lot of work.
You can make money if you can make money in this niche right here. You just got to work at it. Like I don't push it out there like a lot of people do. I don't beg for nothing, man. You don't give it to me, I don't care.
Right.
I can do this without worrying about anything else. So, but anyway, what else we got here? But yeah, man, generations, man. Our generation today, we just got to adapt to these kids, man. Because, but do I want to depend on these kids for the rest of my life? I don't know. I don't know. Or like, you know that song, These Are the Children of the Future? I don't know how our future gonna look with these kids.
Man, look, if you depend on these kids for the future, I will say this, it's probably the most unmotivated generation that ever has lived. Like they have no motivation, and the problem is literally them. Like you have everything open for them. Sports is like you can make money off of sports, being and I mean you have things open, classes, where you can be taught things. Like me, honestly, how I got into coding, like computers and things. I didn't go to school for it. I bought classes for it. I think I spent like $15,000 just on classes on learning how to code. And journalism and things of that nature, learning how to I spent about $15,000-$20,000 on this and learning how to do that. So a lot of these things are wide open for you. It's wide open for you. All you have to do is just make a decision, kids. Okay? Make a decision. This is what I want to do, and you can do it.
And one thing I'm gonna got a couple minutes, ain't gonna be but an hour. I got 5 more minutes. One thing I'm gonna tell everybody, especially this generation here, save.
Yeah.
If you're in your 20s, I'm gonna suggest this. Go get yourself an hour. $2,000 a year saved in an hour. By the time you turn 65, you have almost $1.5 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just listen to what I'm telling you. $2,000 a year. Invest 2,000. I don't care how you save it. $2,000 a year. Invest it in an hour. Just let that hour keep rolling, man. And by the time you turn 60, when it's time for you to retire, you'll be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Move out of
Invest,
that.
invest, invest.
I
Invest
started
in
late.
your
I wish I
community.
knew what I knew today, but I've been saving for a little while, so I'm gonna be okay. I got 4 more years at this job, and when I retire, I'm gonna be on mine all the time. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. You may
It's
see me
good.
on this, but I ain't doing no other job.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but yeah, man, y'all, I tell you, think about your future. You don't think about your future, you can forget about your past. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
He said, save money.
Yeah, LA. Yeah, that's a whole. You might want to move.
But you don't have, but you don't have to.
You can
You don't have
still
to save
stock.
that
You can
much.
still
Start
you
something.
can still in stocks and bonds and things of that nature. That a lot of people don't put their money into stocks and bonds. If you find the right thing to invest in, you'll always have money. Like it's not about saving money; it's using your money to invest in other businesses and stocks and bonds. Like a lot of people have no idea how much it even costs to have a convenience store. It's all you really need is a maybe a $15,000 $20,000 loan to even invest in that.
Go to
Just
Acorn.
a business loan.
Go to Robin Hood.
That's a yeah, yeah.
You got these apps that you can put
It's
$20 in
Robinhood.
there.
I actually got that, coach. I actually
See,
use that. That's one of the
man,
ones I. That's one of the apps I use.
man, y'all. I'm telling you, you got to think about your future. I don't care. You say I don't say you say $25 a month. Save something. It will move up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I wish I knew how to save when I was younger. I would spend that money on shoes and clothes and shit. Now I can't wear them. So what?
Man, look.
Should put something away.
That's one of the things I never really been into, even in high school. I did it one time and I lost my mind. I bought them brand new jump mans, and I was like, no, never again. I got paid $156. I know exactly how much money and I went to Foot Locker, bought them jump mans for $126, and I looked at myself. I said, "What the hell did you just do? Now you broke. You ain't got no money left." All because I spent and I never did that again. I've been wearing Walmart shoes, and my brother's a shoe connoisseur, and he just give me all he'll wear them 2 3 times and he'll pass it me. So I've never had. Fortunately, I've never had to really worry about shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Shoes are high. I don't know why they high. They high.
Man, look,
They make it for
make
six
about
dollars. Make it for
six
six
dollars,
dollars in
coach.
China or whatever. Then they sell it to you for
Right,
$100 and some.
right.
You got to get your shoe man, Coach. Get your shoe man.
I go on base about my shoes. I don't got time for all that.
Nah, look, I will
I don't
look.
pay
I wear
taxes.
slippers. I wear slippers. I wear slippers. I'm good.
You gonna base? You get a discount on base or something, Coach?
We don't pay taxes on base, man,
Mm,
Oh,
mm,
okay, okay.
and they're cheaper too. They always like 10. I see. I don't wear Jordans. I don't wear Jordans. I'm sorry. I don't do it. They cost too much, and everybody else wear them too. So I go buy different shoes. Who's that? I got me a shoe plug. Okay. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like I
that's
said,
what I
my
got.
brother,
I
my
got
shoe.
shoe plug.
Look, my shoe plug is my brother. When I tell you,
I
he
got
would
my.
literally wear his for maybe 2 weeks, 2 months, and he's like, "No, I don't want him no more. I don't want him no more."
See,
That reminds me of my sister. My sister can have a room for her shoes alone.
I got a lot of shoes though. I do got a lot of shoes, but I go down. I go down to Oregon. Oregon don't have no sales tax down there, and they got Nike, the Nike outlet now. Plus, they have the Nike factory down there. You get a since I'm a vet, I can go down there twice a year to get shoes at the Nike factory store. And they be having everything down there, bro. So, but I don't wear Jordans. So, anyway, we had an hour right now, man. Like I said, this is just a conversation I wanted to have about soft kids, generation kids, and just kids in general, man. Remember, they the future.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's up
Right.
to us. It's up to us to get their heads right. I hate to say
Mm-hmm.
it. It's up to us to get their
Absolutely.
heads
You
right,
got to
man.
steer them right, man. I try to steer my daughter right.
So
Try to have her, you know what I'm saying,
because you
thanking
are
for
gonna,
other folk, you know.
cause we are you gonna get old, and you're gonna probably have to depend on some of these kids sometime. But
I know. I ain't
uh,
having no more. I ain't having no more cheer. I'm gonna have to donate mine to the bank. Donate donate mine to the bank, man. Let them help them people, help them folk who can't have cheer. I'm gonna have to go ahead and donate.
man,
Don't get them cheering my address because once I donate, it's y'all. It ain't mine.
sure. But yeah, he said Air Force Ones. I got some Air Force Ones right there. They just sitting over there.
Black Air Force game, man.
I got some right here. But
It's,
they
I
right
stay
here.
with a pair of black one. You got to keep the black one.
I got like 20 pair of shoes on this shoe thing over here. So, but anyway, I'm pretty glad here, man. I think the show next. Somebody's on at 5 o'clock. I think so.
Yeah, we about to go on in a
Yeah.
few. So
All right. So but anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining us today, man. Like I said, this is just a small conversation that I do on Thursday, but I want to talk about something and talking about kids today. Next week, I'm debating. I want to talk about religion, but I may not. Yeah, I see. I will talk to Michael
hey,
about that.
look, I'll be there, coach. If you need somebody to be there with you, I'll be there right with you.
Yeah. So I got a lot to
I
talk
ain't
about religion.
scared.
I ain't scared either. I don't want to overwhelm
Yeah,
nobody about it.
people, look, I get it. Look, they don't like me anyway half the damn time, so so it don't matter to me.
So I figured out by the weekend's over. But anyway,
I
man,
mean,
thank you guys. Thanks
no
again for
problem, bro.
joining us. Mike, you want to say the thing before you go, man? Because I need you
Hey
to go on the
man,
show
just
next.
head over to Six Man K Style. We about to go live shortly. If he's awake,
I
you
thought you
know
were
how
on at
K
6.
Style there. It may take me about 10-15 minutes to wake him up, but yeah, we got an interesting topic tonight. We pretty much chilling for the most part. I may throw some topics out there that's not really Falcons related next week because I mean the draft is pretty much
Definitely.
coming. Yeah,
Definitely.
the draft. So no need for me to keep talking about the Atlanta Falcons and saying the same stuff over and over and over again. So just head over Six Man K Star, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button here at Coach Unchained, Big Will the Georgia Reaper, AFN, man. Also I've began to upload the audio to each show. So you're gonna get all the shows on Apple and Spotify, and all your local podcasting platforms. So whichever you get at AFN, Atlanta Falcons Nation, Mad Mike Sports, those will be available. Didn't realize that a lot of people was looking for us on the podcasting platform. So since I know for sure that we get thousands of people looking for it there, I want to do a better job of uploading that. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. Continue to support us. We out of here, man.
All right. Peace, y'all. Have a great day.
Peace.